Hail the end of World War II. A grateful nation gives thanks for all those who served their country. Celebrations across the country make this a time when peace is finally at hand. It's a time to say, welcome home!
I learn in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He is very near by this.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort, and none of name.
I find that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part.
I pray you, is Signor Mountonto returned from the wars, or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There was none such in the army of any sort.
What is he you ask for, niece?
My cousin means Signor Benedict of Padua.
Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as he ever was.
I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed I promise to eat all of his killing.
Faith, niece, you tax Signor Benedict too much, but he'll be meet with you. I doubt it not.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars.
He hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. But for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, good sir, mistake my niece. There's a kind of merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed with wine.
I see, lady, the gentleman is not in your books.
No. And he were, I would burn my study. But I pray you, who is his companion now? Is there no young squire who will go with him on a voyage to the devil?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, Lord. He will hang upon him like a disease. God help the noble Claudio.
Don Pedro is approached.
Good Senor Leonato, are you come to meet your trouble?
Well, never came trouble to my house. Oh, in the likeness of your grace.
You embraced your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter?
Well, her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you had to ask her?
Signor Benedict. No. For then were you a child.
Oh, you have it full, Benedict. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonato be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all of Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
What? My dear Lady Disdain, are you yet talking?
Is it possible Disdain should die when she hath such meat food to feed it as Signor
It
Benedict?
is certain I am loved of all ladies, only you excepted, and I would I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
Oh, a dear happiness to women. I thank God and my cold blood. I am of your humor for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall scape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and 'twere such a face as yours were.
Well, you are a rare parrot, teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue and so good a continuer, but keep your ways. In God's name I have done.
You always end with the jade's trick. I know you of old.
That is the sum of all, Leonato. Signor Claudio and Signor Benedict, my dear friend Leonato has invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at the least a month, and he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer.
Let me bid you welcome, my lord. Oh. Being reconciled to the prince, your brother, I owe you all duties.
I thank you.
I am not of many words, but I thank you.
Right. Please, your grace, to lead on.
Your hand, Leonato, will go together.
Benedict, didst thou note the daughter of Signor Leonato?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me as an honest man should do, for my simple, true judgment?
Speak in sober judgment.
Why, in faith, methinks she's too low for high praise and too little for great praise. Only this commendation can I afford her, that were she other than as she is, she were unhandsome. And being only but as she is, I don't like her.
Thou thinkst I am in sport. I pray thee tell me truly how thou likest her.
Would you buy her, that you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into.
In mine eyes, she's the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. But there's her cousin, and were she not possessed with a fury, exceeds hero in beauty as much as the 1st of May doth the last is December. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary. If Hero would be my wife.
Is't come to this? Shall I never see a bachelor of 60 again?
What secret hath held you here that you followed not to Leonato?
I would your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
My allegiance. He is in love! With who? Mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonato's short daughter.
If this were so, so heard uttered.
God forbid it should be so.
Amen. If you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my 2 troths and faiths, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither know how she should be loved or feel if she should be worthy is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she raised me, I likewise give her the most humble thanks. But because I will not do them the wrong to mistrust them, I will do myself the right and trust none. I will die a bachelor.
I shall see thee, ere I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with hunger, or with sickness, my lord, not with love.
Well, you will temporize with the hours. In the meantime, good Signor Benedict, repair to Leonato, commend me to him, and tell him I will not fail him at supper, for indeed he hath made great preparations.
So I leave you.
My liege, your highness, thou may do me good.
My love is thine to teach.
Hath Leonato any son, my lord?
No child but Hero, she is his only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord.
If thou dost love, fair Hero, cherish it, and I will break with her and with her father, and thou shalt have her. I know! We shall have reveling tonight. I will assume thy part, in some disguise, and tell fair Hero I am Claudio, and in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart, then to her father will I break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
Strange news that you yet dreamt not of.
Are they good?
The prince and Count Claudio, walking in mine orchard, were thus much overheard by a man of mine. The prince discovered to Claudio that he loved my niece, your daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance.
Yummy.
If he found her accordant, he meant to take the present time by the top and instantly break with you of it.
Had the fellow any wit that told you this.
A good, sharp fellow. I will send for him and question him yourself.
Oh, no. We will hold it as a dream until it appear itself. But I will acquaint my daughter with all, that she may be the better prepared for an answer.
What the good year, my lord? Why are you thus out of measure sad?
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this till you may do so without controlment. You have of late stood out against your brother, and he hath newly ta'en you into his grace, where it is impossible you should take true root, but by the fair weather that you make yourself.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. Though I cannot be said to be a flattering, honest man, it must not be denied, but I am a plain-dealing villain. If I had my mouth, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me. Who comes here? What news, Baraccio?
I came yonder from a great supper. Prince, your brother is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any model to build mischief on? What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Mary, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio?
Even he.
A proper squire. And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, on Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
A very forward March chick. How came you to this?
I overheard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and, having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
Come. Let us thither. This may prove food to my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him any way, I bless myself every way. You both are sure and will assist me?
To the death, my lord.
We'll wait upon your lordship.
Was not Don John here at supper?
I saw him not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I'm heartburned an hour after.
He's of a very melancholy disposition.
Oh, he were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Benedict. The one says nothing, the other evermore tattling.
Oh, by my troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
In faith, she's too cursed.
Oh, Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face. I'd rather lie in the woolen.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard on his face is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard on his face is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him.
Well, I trust you will be ruled by your father.
Yes, faith, it is my cousin's duty to make a curtsy and say, Father, as it please you. And yet for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow. For else make another curtsy and say, Father, as it please me.
Well, niece, I hope to one day see you fitted with a husband. Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer. The revelers are entering, brother. Make good room.
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly, look sweetly, and say nothing. I am yours for the walk. And especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please,
And when please you to say so.
when I like your favor.
Speak low if you speak loud.
Well, I would you did like me.
So would not I, for your own sake, for I've many ill qualities.
Which is one?
I say my prayers aloud.
I love you the better, for the hearers may cry Amen.
God match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God keep him out of my sight when the dance is done. Answer. Clerk.
No more words. The clerk is answered.
I know you well enough. You are Senor Antonio.
At a word, I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit him.
You could not do him so ill well unless you were the very man. Here's his dry hand up and down. You are he. You are he.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my wit out of the 100 merry tales. Why, this was Signor Benedict who said so.
What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. His only gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and the commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy. For he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he is in the fleet. I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Do. He'll break a comparison or two on me, which not marked or not laughed at strikes him into a melancholy. We must follow the leaders.
In every good thing.
Bring out the dancers! Come on! Oh, a little treat right here, ladies and gentlemen. Bring them out! Bravo.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hero and hath withdrawn with her father to go break with him about it. The ladies follow her, and but one visor remains.
And that is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Signor Benedict?
You know me well. I'm he.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You may do the part of an honest man in it.
Oh no, he loves her.
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I, too.
And he swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedict. But hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so. The prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the office and affairs of love. Farewell, therefore, Hero.
Count Claudio!
Yea, the same.
Come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow, for your business, county, for the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Did you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you leave me.
Alas, poor heart foul. Now will he creep into sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me, and not know me. The prince's fool? Ha! Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Now, senor, where's the count? Did you see him?
I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had gotten the goodwill of this young lady.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you? The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of a block. An oak, but with one green leaf on it, would have answered her. My very visor began to assume life and scold with her. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a great thaw, huddling jest upon jest with such impossible conveyance that I stood like a man at a mark with a whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there would be none living near her. She would infect to the North Star.
Look, here she comes.
God, sir, do you have any employment for me? I'll go on the slightest errand rather than hold 3 words conference with that harpy. Anything, sir.
Nothing but to desire your good company.
God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot bear my lady tongue.
Come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Signor Benedict. You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, who you sent me to seek.
How now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil, Count. Civil as an orange. Something of that jealous complexion.
Here, Count, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is one. I have broke with her father, and his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes.
Speak, Count! 'Tis so cute.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give myself for you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin! Or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss, and let him not speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank it. Poor fool, it keeps on the windy side of care. Oh, my cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Oh, good Lord for alliance! Thus goes everyone to the world, but I may sit in a corner and cry, hey ho, for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
Hath your grace ne'er a brother like you?
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord. Unless I might have another for working days, your grace is too costly to wear every day. Oh, but I beseech your grace, pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me, and to be merry best becomes you. For out of question, you are born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord. My mother cried. But then there was a star danced, and under that was I born. Well, cousins, God give you joy.
Niece, will you look to those things I told you of?
I cry to mercies, uncle. By your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
Well, there's little of the melancholy element in her, my lord.
She cannot endure hear tell of a husband.
Ah, no, by no means. Oh, she mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, Oh, Lord, my Lord, if they were but a week married, well, they would talk themselves mad. Benedict.
County Claudio, when we need to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on crutches till love have all his rights.
Oh, not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence a just 7 nights, and time too brief to have all things answer my mind.
You shake your head at such longer breathing, Claudio, but I warrant thee the time shall not go dully by us. I will, in the interim, undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection the one with the other. I doubt not but to fashion it, I would fain have it a match. If you three would but minister such assistance as I give you direction.
My lord, I am for you.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedict is not the unhopefulest husband, I know. I will teach thee how to humor your cousin, so she shall fall in love with Benedict. And I, with your two help, will so practice on Benedict that he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me and I will tell you my drift.
It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be medicinable to me. I am sick in displeasure to him. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I think I've told your lordship a year since how much I am in the favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to the lady hero.
I remember.
I can, at any instant of the night, point her to look out at her lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to temper. Go you to the prince, your brother. Tell him he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio to a contaminated stale, such a one as Hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, and kill Leonato. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them. I will endeavor anything.
Go then. Find me a meet hour to draw the Count Claudio and Don Pedro alone. Tell them you know Hero loves me. They will scarcely believe me without trial. Offer them instances to see me at her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret Hero. Hear Margaret term me Claudio, and bring them to see this the very night before the intended wedding. For in the meantime I will so fashion the matter that Hero shall be absent, and there shall appear such seeming truth in Hero's disloyalty that jealousy should be called assurance, and all the preparations overthrown.
Be cunning in the working of this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
Be you constant in the accusation, and my cunning shall not shame me.
I will presently go learn their day of marriage.
I do much wonder how one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music with him but the drum and the fife. And now had he rather hear the tabor and the pipe? I have known when he would have walked 10 mile afoot to see a good armor. And now he'll lie 10 nights awake, carving the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. And now has he turned orthography? His words are a very fantastical banquet. Just so many strange dishes. Thank you. Ow! May I be so converted and See with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich, she shall be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll not cheapen her. Fair, or I'll not look on her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician. And her hair shall be of whatever color pleases God. The prince and Ms. Your love. I will hide me in the arbor.
Come, shall we hear this music?
Yea, my lord. How still the evening is, as hushed on purpose to grace harmony.
See you where Benedict hath hid himself?
Oh, very well, my lord.
Come, Balthazar. We'll hear this song again.
Oh, good my lord, tax not so bad a voice to slander music any more than once.
I pray thee, sing, and let me woo no more.
Because you talk of wooing, I will sing.
Oh, now divine air, now is his soul ravished.
Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever, 1 foot in sea and 1 on shore. To one thing constant, never. Then sigh not so, but let them go, and be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nani nani. Sing no more ditties, sing no more of dumps so dull and heavy. The fraud of men was ever so, since summer first was leafy. Then sigh not so, but let them go, and be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nani nani.
Wow, bravo.
Good song.
And an ill singer, my lord.
No, thou singest well enough.
And were he a hound and should have howled thus, they would have hanged him.
Yea, marry. Dost thou hear, Balthazar? Get us some excellent music for tomorrow night, I pray you, for we will have it at the Lady Hero's chamber window.
The best I can, my lord.
Do so. Farewell. Come hither, Leonato. What was it you told me of today? That your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedict?
Oh, I! Stalk on, the foul sits. I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful of her to dote on Signor Benedict, of whom she hath, in all outward behavior, seemed ever to abhor.
Is't possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it. But that she loves him with an enraged affection, well, it is past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh, God, counterfeit. There was never counterfeit of passion so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Make the hook well. This fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? Well, she may sit you. You heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed.
How, I pray you? You amaze me. I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
I would have sworn it had, my lord, especially against a Benedict.
I should think this is a gull, but that the old man speaks it.
Yet tame the infection. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis true indeed. So your daughter says, shall I, says she, that have so often countered him with scorn, write to him that I love him? Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, God, give me patience.
She doth indeed. My daughter is sometimes afeard she will do desperate outrage to herself. It is very true.
It were good that Benedict knew of it by some other, if she will not discover it,
To what end? He would but make a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
I am sorry for her, as I have just cause, being her uncle and her guardian.
She is an excellent, sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict. I pray you, tell him of it, and hear what he will say.
Were it good, think you?
Hero says surely she will die, for she says she will die if she make her love known, and she says she will die if he love her not.
'Tis possible he'll scorn it, for the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
He's a proper man, very wise.
He doth indeed show some sparks that are like wit.
I take him to be valiant.
I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how much he's unworthy so good a lady. Shall we seek out Benedict and tell him of her love?
No, never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Oh, nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
We will hear further of it by your daughter. Let it cool the while.
Oh, my lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let there be the same net spread for her. That will your daughter and her gentlewoman carry. Ooh, let us send her to call him into dinner.
I love you guys.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the proof of it from Hero. I seem to pity the lady. Seems her affections have their full bent. Love me. Why, it must be requited. I hear how I am censured. You say, I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love came from Beatrice. They say, too, that she'd rather die than show any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. No, I must not seem proud. Happy are they that hear the detractions and can put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis true, I can bear witness. And virtuous. 'Tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me. Troth, it is no addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly. For I will be horribly in love with her. I may chance have some odd quirks of wit against me because I've railed so long against marriage, but doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. Shall quips and sentences and these paper bullets of the brain all man from the career of this humor? No! The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Oh, here comes Beatrice. By this day she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Fair.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in the message.
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point. You have no stomach, senor? Fare you well.
Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. That's as easy to say. Any pains I take is as easy as thanks. If I do not take pity of her, I'm a villain. I'll go get her picture. Hey.
Good Margaret, run thee into the parlor. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice proposing with the prince and Claudio. Whisper her ear and tell her I and Ursula walk in the orchard and our whole discourse is all of her. Say that thou overheardst us.
I'll make her come, I warrant you, presently.
Now, Ursula, as we do trace his alley up and down, our talk must only be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. For look, where Beatrice like a lapwing runs close by the ground to hear our conference.
Fear you not my part of the dialogue?
No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice so entirely?
Oh, so says the prince and my betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they love Benedick, to wish him wrestle with his affections and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full, as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice did couch upon?
Oh, God of love! I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that, Beatrice.
Disdain and scorn ride sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on, and to her all matter else seems weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape nor project of affection. She is self-dear.
Sure, I think so. And therefore, certainly, it were not good she knew his love, lest she'll make sport at it.
Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man how wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured, but she would spell him backward. If fair-faced, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister, so she turns every man the wrong side out.
Sure. Such carping is not commendable.
No, not to be so odd and from all fashions as Beatrice's cannot be commendable. But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into the air. She would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedick like covered fire consume away in sighs. It were a better death than die with mocks, which is as bad as die with tickling.
Yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his affections.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedick. I pray you not be angry with me, madam, speaking my fancy. Signor Benedick, for shape, for bearing, argument, and valor goes foremost in rapport through Italy.
He is the only man of Italy. Always accepted, my dear Claudio.
When are you married, madam?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go the inn. I will show thee some attires and have thy counsel which is best to furnish me tomorrow.
She's limed, I warrant you. We've caught her, madam.
If it prove, then loving goes by haps. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps. What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedick, love on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it, better than reportingly.
I do but stay till your marriage be consummate, then go I toward Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be as great a soil in the new gloss of your marriage as to show a child his new coat and forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedick for his company.
Aww.
Galen, I am not as I have been.
So say I. Methinks you are sadder.
I hope he be in love.
Nah, hang him truant. There's no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
Draw it.
Hang it.
Oh, you must draw it first and hang it afterwards.
Oh, God.
What, sigh for the toothache?
Well, everyone can master a grief, but he that has it.
Yet say I, he is in love.
No, there's no appearance of fancy in him.
If he be not in love with some woman, there's no believing old signs.
Hath any man seen him at the barber?
No, but the barber man hath been seen with him, and the old ornament of his cheek hath already stuffed tennis balls.
Indeed! Oh, he looks younger than he did. Oh, by the loss of a beard.
Nay, he rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out like that?
That's as much to say, the sweet youth's in love.
The greatest note of it is his melancholy.
And when was he wont to wash his face?
Conclude. He is in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him.
That would I know too. I warrant one that knows him not.
Yet this is no charm for the toothache. Oh, senor, walk aside with me. I've studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you that these hobby horses cannot hear.
Oh, we're moving.
By my life, to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have by this played their part with Beatrice, and then the two bears will not bite one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If it please you. Yet Count Claudio may hear, for what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter, and aim better at me by that I now will manifest. For my brother, I think you holds you well, and in dearness of heart hath hoped to infect your ensuing marriage. Surely suit ill spent and labor ill bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you the lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she. Leonato's hero. Your hero. Every man's hero.
Disloyal.
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. I could say she were worse. Think you of a worse title, and I will fit her to it. Wonder not till further warrant. Go but with me tonight. You shall see her chamber window entered, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her. But it would better fit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so.
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust that you see, confess not that you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough, and when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight, why should not marry her tomorrow? In the congregation where I should wed, there will I shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no farther, till you are my witnesses. Bear it coldly but till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
Oh, day untowardly turned.
Oh, mischief strangely thwarting.
Oh, plague right well prevented. So will you say when you've seen the sequel.
Are you good men and true?
Yea, or it were pity, but they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were a punishment too good for them if they should have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
First, who think you the most deserts-less man to be constable?
George Seagull, sir, for he can write and read.
Come hither, neighbor C. Cole. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is the gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Both which, Master Constable?
You have? I knew to be your answer. Ah, well, for your favor, sir, I give God thanks and make no boast of it. As for your writing and reading, let that appear when there's no need of such vanity. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrant men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if he will not stand?
Why? Then take no note of him, but let him go, and presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets. For the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We would rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Oh, why you speak like a most ancient and childlike watchman. For I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your bills be not stolen. Well, you are to call at all of the alehouses and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why? Then let them alone until they are sober. If they make you not, then the better answer. You may say, they're not the men you took them for.
Well, sir!
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him, by virtue of your office, to be no true man. And for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly by your office you may, but I think they that touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company.
You have been always called a merciful man, partner.
Oh, truly I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man that hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse will be asleep and will not hear us?
Why then let the child wake her with crying. For the ear that will not hear her lamb when he baas will never answer a calf when he bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of your charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay here.
Nay, friar lady, that I think he cannot.
5 shillings to 1 on it. With any man that knows the statutes, he may stay him. Marry. Not without the prince be willing, for indeed the watch ought to offend no men. And it is an offense to stay a man against his will.
Friar lady, I think it be so.
Ah, well, masters, good night! And there be any matter of weight chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own, and good night! Go, neighbor.
Well, we hear our charge. Let us sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
What, honest neighbors? I pray you watch about Signor Leonato's store, for the wedding being there tomorrow, there's a great coil tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant. I beseech you.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
What? Conrad! Peace, stir not. Conrad, I say!
Here, man, I am at thy elbow.
Yes, and my elbow itched. I thought there'd be a scab follow.
I will owe thee an answer for that. And now, on with thy tale.
Stay thee close, and I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee.
Some treason, master, yet stay close.
Therefore know that I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Should any villainy be so dear?
I know that deformed. He's been a vile thief this 7 year. He goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
Didst thou not hear somebody?
No. 'Twas the bane on the house.
But know that I tonight have wooed Margaret, the lady hero's gentlewoman. She leans me out at her mistress's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vilely. I should first tell thee how the prince, my master, and Claudio, planted and placed and possessed by my master, did see afar off in the orchard this amiable encounter.
thought they Margaret was hero?
2 of them did, the prince and Claudio. But the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths which first possessed them, partly by the dark night which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, which did confirm any slander that Don John had made. Away went Claudio in rage, swore he would meet her as he was appointed the next morning at the temple, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw her night, and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name! Stand!
Call up the right master constable! We here have recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that was ever known in the Commonwealth!
Let us speak. We charge you. Let us obey you to go with us.
We are like to prove a goodly commodity being taken up of these men's bills.
A commodity in question, I warn you. Come, we'll obey you.
Is a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this. God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy. 'Twill be heavier soon with the weight of a man. Fie upon thee, art thou not ashamed? Ah! Good morrow, cuz.
Good morrow, sweet hero. 'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. By my troth, I am exceeding ill. Hey ho.
For a hawk, a horse, or a husband.
For the letter that begins them all. H.
Well, God send everyone their heart's desire. These gloves the Count sent me there an excellent perfume.
Oh, I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
There's a goodly catching of cold.
My troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Cardus Benedictus and lay it to your heart. 'Tis the only thing for a qualm.
Benedictus. Why Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? By my troth, I have no moral meaning. You may think perchance that I think you are in love. Nay, byre lady, I am not such a fool to think what I list, nor I list not to think what I can, nor indeed I cannot think, if I would think myself out of thinking, that you are in love, or that you can be in love, or that you will be in love. Yet Benedict was such another, and now is he become a man. He swore he would never marry, and yet now, despite his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not, but methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gallop.
Madam, withdraw. The prince, the count, Signor Benedict, and all the gallants of the town have come to fetch you to church.
Oh, help to dress me. Good cause, good man, good Ursula. What?
What would you with me, honest neighbor?
Marry, sir, I would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see, it is a busy time with me.
Marry, this it is, sir.
Yes, in truth it is, sir.
What is it, my good friends?
Goodman Verges, sir, speaks a little off the matter, an old man, sir, and his wits are not so blunt as, God help, I would desire they were. But, in faith, as honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I'm as honest as any man living that is an old man and no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous, halabrous. Neighbor Verges.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so, but we are the poor duke's officers. But truly, for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find it in my heart to bestow it all to your worship.
Oh, all thy tediousness on me, huh?
Yea, and 'twere 1,000 pound more than 'tis. For I hear as good exclamation on your worship as of any man in the city, and though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Marry, sir, our watch tonight, except in your worship's presence, hath ta'en a couple of as errant knaves as any in Messina.
A good old man, sir. As they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. God help us, it's a world to see. Well said in faith, neighbor Verges. Well, God's a good man, and two men ride of a horse, one must ride behind.
I must leave you.
One word, sir. Our watch, sir, have indeed comprehended two auspicious persons, and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it to me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be in suffigance.
Take some wine ere you go. Fare you well.
Go, good partner, go. Get you the sexton. Bid him bring his pen and inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination these men.
And we must do it wisely.
We will spare no wit for it, I warrant you. Here's that shall drive some of them to a nuncome. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunication and meet me at the jail.
Come, Friar Francis, be brief to the plain form of marriage, and you shall recount their particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
To be married to her, a friar, you come to marry her, right?
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you have any inward impediment, why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer. None.
Oh, what men dare do. What men may do. What men daily do, not knowing what they do.
How now? Interjections? Why then some be of laughing. Ha ha ha!
Stand thee by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you, with free and unconstrained soul, give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give you back, whose worth may counterpose this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonardo! Take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of her honor. Would you not swear, all that see her, that she were a maid by these exterior shows? But she is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married. Not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Dear my lord, if you in your own proof, have vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity.
I know what you would say. If I have known her, you would say she didn't embrace me as a husband, and so extenuate the forehand sin. No, Leonato, I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to a sister, show bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
Out on thee, seeming! I will write against it. You seem to me as Dian in her orb, as chaste as is the bud ere it be blown. But you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wise?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
True, oh God!
Leonato, stand I here. Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is that face Hero's? Are our eyes our own?
All of this is so. But what of this, my lord?
Let me but move one question to your daughter, and by that fatherly and kindly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee to do so. As thou art my child.
Oh, God defend me, how am I beset? What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not Hero? Who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Mary, that can Hero. Hero itself can blot out Hero's virtue. What man was he that talked to you yesternight, out at that window, betwixt 12 and 1? Now, if you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then are you no maiden? Leonato, I am sorry you must hear. Upon my honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her, hear her, at that hour last night, talk with a ruffian at her chamber window, who hath indeed, most like a liberal villain, confessed the vile encounters they have had 1,000 times in secret.
Fie! Fie! They are not to be named, my lord, not to be spoke of. There is not chastity enough in language without offense to utter them. Thus, pretty lady, I am sorry for thy much misgovernment.
O Hero, what a hero hast I been, if half thy outward graces had been placed about thy thoughts and counsels of thy heart. But fare thee well, most foul, most fair farewell.
Hath no man's dagger here a point for me?
I know, Hero, who would forsake you down?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light. Smother her spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Dead, I think. Help, uncle! Oh, Hero, why, Hero? Uncle! Signor Benedict Friar!
Oh, fate, take not thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for.
How no, Hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea. Wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why doth not every earthly thing here cry shame upon her? Could she not here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, Hero, do not ope thine eyes. For did I think thou wouldst not quickly die, thought I thy spirits were stronger than thy shames, myself would, on the rearward of reproaches, strike at thy life. Oh, she is fallen into a pit of ink, that the wide sea hath drops too few to make her clean again, and salt too little which may season give to her foul, tainted flesh.
Sir, have patience. For my part, I'm so attired in wonder I know not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied!
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not, although until last night I have this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Confirmed! Confirmed! Hence from her! Let her die!
Hear me a little, for I've only silent been so long and given way unto this course of fortune by noting of this lady. I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start in her face, 1,000 innocent shames, and in her eye hath appeared a fire to burn these errors that these princes hold against her maiden truth. Call me a fool if this sweet lady lie not guiltless under some biting error.
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that all the grace she hath left is that she will not add to her damnation a sin of perjury. She not denies it.
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me. I know none. Oh, my father, prove prove you that any man with me conversed in hours and meat, or that I yesternight maintained the change of words with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There was some strange misprision in the princes.
2 of them have the very bent of honor. And if their wisdoms be misled, the practice lives with John the Bastard, whose spirit toils in the frame of villainies.
I know not. If they speak but truth of her, these hands shall tear her. If they wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall well hear of it.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the princess, left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in. Publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation.
What shall become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this well carried, shall on her behalf change slander to remorse. That is some good. She dying, as it must be maintained upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. Then shall it fare well with Claudio, and he shall hear that she died upon his words. Then shall he mourn and wish he had not so accused her. And if it sort not well, you may conceal her, as best befits her wounded reputation in some reclusive and religious life, at all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Sir, let the friar advise you.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
'Tis well consented. Presently away. Come, lady, die to live.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, my lord. And I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wronged.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such a friendship?
A very even way. But no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing so much in the world as well as you. Is that not strange?
As strange is the thing I know not. Were it possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you. But believe me not. Yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
Beatrice, I protest I love thee.
Oh, then God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have saved me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart there is none left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You killed me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, Beatrice.
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. Nay, I pray you let me go.
Beatrice.
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of villain? Who has slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man! What? Bear her in hand until they come to take hands, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor, God, that I were a man who would eat his heart in the marketplace!
Hear me, Beatrice.
Sweet hero, she is wronged. She is slandered. She's undone.
Beatrice.
Oh, that I were a man for his sake. Or I had any friend who would be a man for my sake. I cannot be a man with wishing. Therefore, I will die a woman with grievance.
Tarry, Beatrice! By this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love. Some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul the Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea. As sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough! I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand. And there I leave you. By this hand Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. So farewell.
Is our whole dissembly appeared?
Oh, a stool and a cushion for the sexton.
Which be the malefactors?
Mary, that am I and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders that are to be examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Yea. Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Braccio.
Pray, write down fa. Gra. Gio. Yours, Ciro.
I am a gentleman, sir, and my name is Conrad.
Write down master. Gentleman. Conrad. Masters, do you serve God?
Yea, sir.
We hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God. And write God first. For God defend, but God should go before such villains. Masters, it is proved already that you are little better than false knaves, and it will go near to be thought so shortly. How you answer for yourselves?
Mary, we say we are none.
Oh, a marvelous witty fellow, I assure you. But I will go about with him. Come you hither, Sirrah. A word in your ear. Sir, I say to you, it is thought you are false knaves.
Sir, I say to you, we are none.
Oh, well, stand aside. For God, they are both in a tale. Have you writ down that they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch, which are their accusers.
Yea, Mary, that's the aptest way. Let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge you in the prince's name, accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John a villain. Why, this is flat perjury to call a prince's brother villain.
Master Constable.
Pray thee, fellow, peace. I do not like thy look, I promise thee.
But heard you him say else?
Mary, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John to accuse the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
Yea, by mass that it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Claudio did mean upon his word to disgrace the lady hero in front of the whole assembly and not marry her.
Oh, villain. Thou wilt be condemned into everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
accused, and upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonato's. I will go before and show them their examination.
Come, let them be opinioned.
Let them be in the hands.
Off, coxcomb.
Oh, God's my life. Where's the sexton? Let him write down the printed officer coxcomb. Come, bind him, thou naughty Bartlett.
Oh, wait, you are an ass. You are an ass.
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Aw, that he were here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass, though it be not written down. Forget not that I am an ass. No. Thou villain, thou art full of piety, and shall be proved upon thee by good witness. I am a wise fellow, and, which is more, an officer, and, which is more, a householder, and, which is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as any in Messina, and one that knows the law go to, and a rich fellow enough go to, and a man that hath had losses, and one that hath 2 gowns, and everything handsome about him. Bring him away! Oh, that I have been writ down an ass.
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself. And 'tis not wisdom thus to second grief against yourself.
I pray thee, seaside council. Bring me a father that so loved his child, whose joy of her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. But there is no such man. For, brother, men can counsel and speak comfort to that grief which they themselves not feel. Therefore give me no counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisement.
Therein do men from children nothing differ.
I pray thee peace. I will be flesh and blood, for there was never yet philosopher that could endure the toothache patiently.
Yet bend not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There, thou speakst reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me Hero is belied, and that shall Claudio know, and so shall the prince, and all that thus dishonor her.
Here comes the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good eve, good eve. Good day to both of you.
Hear you, my lords.
We have some haste, Leonato.
Oh, some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could right himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Wrong me, Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou. Nay, I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand, if it should give thy aid such cause of fear.
Tush, tush, man, never fleer and jest at me. I speak not like a dotard, nor a fool. Know, Claudio, to thy head, thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me, that I am forced to lay my reverence by, and, with gray hairs and bruise of many days, do challenge thee to trial of man. I say thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. Oh, in a tomb where never slept scandal, save this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy.
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I will prove it on his body if he dare.
Away! I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so doff me? Thou hast killed mine innocent child. If thou shalt kill me, thou shalt kill a man.
He shall kill 2 of us, and men indeed, but that's no matter. Let him kill 1 first.
Whoa.
Win me, and wear me. Let him answer me. Come! Follow me, Sira, come follow me.
Brother.
Content yourself.
God knows I loved my niece, and she is dead, slandered to death by villains that dare as well answer a man indeed as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys.
Hold on.
Apes. Braggarts. Jacks. Milksops.
Brother Anthony.
Shambling, out-facing, fashion-monging boys.
But Brother Anthony.
Come, 'tis no matter. Do not you meddle. Let me deal in this.
Gentlemen both, we will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death. But on my honor, she was charged with nothing but what was true and full of proof.
My lord, my lord!
I will not hear you!
No? Come, brother, away. I will be heard.
And shall. Or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Now, Signor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Signor, you're almost come to part, almost afraid.
We'd like to have had our 2 noses snapped off with 2 old men without teeth.
Leonato and his brother. What thinkest thou? Had we fought, I doubt we would have been too young for them.
In false quarrel, there's no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to seek for thee, for we are high-proof melancholy, and would fain have it beaten away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
It is in my holster. Shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
Never any did so, though very many have been beside their wit. Prithee, draw to pleasure us.
As I'm an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
What courage, man! What though care killed a cat? Thou hast mettle enough indeed to kill care.
Sir, I will meet your wit in the career, and you charge it against me. I pray you choose another subject.
By this life he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God save me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not! I will make it good with what you dare, how you dare, and when you dare. Do me right or I'll protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death will fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet with you, so I may have good cheer.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. I'll leave you now to your gossip-like humors. My lord, for your many courtesies, I must thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, is fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. And for my lord Lackbeard here, he and I shall meet. And until then, peace be with him.
He's in earnest.
Most profound earnest. And I'll warrant for the love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee.
Oh, sincerely.
But did he not say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir. If justice cannot tame you, she shall ne'er weigh more reasons in her balance. Nay, and you be a cursing hypocrite once, you must be looked to.
How now, 2 of my brother's men bound, Borachio one.
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false reports. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanderers. 6th and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee what's their offense. 6th and lastly, I ask thee why they're committed, and to conclude what you lay to their charge.
Rightly reasoned, and in his own division.
Who have you offended, masters, that you are thus bound to your answers? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to mine answer. Do you hear me, and let this count kill me? I have deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms cannot discover, these shallow fools brought to light, who in the night overheard me confessing how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the Lady Hero. How you were brought into the orchard and saw me court Margaret in Hero's garments. How you disgraced her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, which I had rather seal with my death than repeat over to my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusations, and briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I've drunk poison while he's uttered it.
But did my brother set thee on this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
He's framed and composed of treachery, and fled these upon this villainy.
O hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Gone! Bring away the plantis! By this time, our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonato the Matter. Oh, and masters, do not forget to specify when time and place shall serve that I am an ass.
Here comes Master Signor Leonato, and the sexton, too.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes, so that when I note another man like him, I may avoid him. Which of these is he?
If you would know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No. No, not so, villain. No, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a part in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done if you bethink you of it.
Know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not in but mistaking.
By my soul, nor I. And yet, to satisfy this good old man, I would bend under any heavy weight he'll enjoin me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina here how innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb tonight, and come you to my house tomorrow morning. And since you cannot be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter, almost the copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin. And so dies my revenge.
O noble sir, your overkindness doth wring tears from me. I do embrace your offer, and dispose of henceforth poor Claudio.
Till tomorrow morning then, my lords, I expect your coming. Tonight, I leave you. This naughty man shall face to face be brought with Margaret, who I believe is packed in all this wrong, hired to it by your brother.
No, by my soul, she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me, but always hath been just and virtuous in anything that I do know by her.
Moreover, sir, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me an ass. I do beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Your worship speaks like a most thankful and reverent youth, and I praise God for you.
Oh, right. Take it 20. I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
God saves the foundation.
Right. Go, go. I discharge thee of thy prisoner, and I thank thee.
I leave an errant knave with your worship, which I beseech your worship to correct yourself, for the example of others. God keep your worship.
Until tomorrow.
I wish your worship well. God restore you to health. I humbly give you leave to depart, and if a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibits it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow. Until tomorrow morning, then, my lords.
You will not fail. You will not fail.
Tonight I'll mourn with Hero.
Bring you these fellows on. We'll talk with Margaret, how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
The God of love, love, love. Essence of love. And knows me. How pitiful I deserve. Sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hand by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In such high style that no man living shall ever come over it, for in most comely truth thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me. Why shall I always keep below stairs?
Thy wit is as quick as the greyhound's mouth, it catches.
And yours as blunt as the fencer's foils, which hit, but hurt not.
A most manly wit, Margaret, it will not hurt a woman. And so I pray thee, call Beatrice.
Well, I will call Beatrice to you, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come the God of love. I mean in singing. But in loving, Mary, I cannot show it in rhyme. I have tried. I can find no rhyme for lady, but baby, an innocent rhyme. For horn, scorn, a hard rhyme. School, fool, an innocent rhyme. Very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo in festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I call thee?
Yes, senor. And depart when you bid me.
Oh, but stay till then.
Then is spoken. Fare you well now.
Wait a minute.
And yet ere I go, let me go with that I came, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudia.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frighted him out of his right wit, so forcible is thy sense. But I must tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him a coward. And now tell me, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintained so politic a state of evil that they will not admit any good part to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love. A good epithet. I do indeed suffer love, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours. For I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably.
It appears not in this confession.
And now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill too.
Well, serve God, love me, and men, and there I will leave you. For here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's old coil at home. It's proof the Lady Hero hath been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of all, who is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, senor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
Done to death by slanderous tongues is the hero that here lies. Death in guerdon of her wrongs gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou there upon thy tomb, praising her when I am dumb. Now unto thy bones good night. Herely will I do this right.
Come, let us hence and put on other weeds, and then to Leonato's we will go.
So are the Prince and Claudio, that did accuse her upon the error that you heard debated. But Margaret was at some fault for this, although against her will, as it appears, in the true course of all the question.
Well, I am glad that all things sort so well. So am I, being else by faith enforced to call a young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewoman all, withdraw into a chamber, and when I call for you, come hither, masked. The Prince and Claudio expected by this hour to visit me. You know your office, brother. You must be father to your brother's daughter and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, Signor?
To bind me, or undo me, one of the two. Signor Leonato, truth it is, good signor, your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
That I my daughter lent her, 'tis most true.
And I regard her with an eye of love.
The sight whereof you had from me, the Prince and Claudio. But, what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is that your goodwill may stand with ours, to this day be conjoined in the state of honorable marriage, in which, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here comes the Prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to be married with my brother's daughter?
Yes, sir.
Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
Good morrow, Benedict. Why, what's the matter that you have such a February face? So full of frost, of storm and cloudiness.
I think he thinks upon the savage bull. Tush, fear not, man. We'll tip thy horns with gold, and all Europa shall rejoice at thee, as once Europa did at lusty Jove, when he would play the noble beast in love.
Oh, bull Jove, sir, had an amiable woe. And some such bull leapt your father's cow and got a calf in that same noble feat, much like to you. For you have just his bleat.
For this I owe you. Here come the other reckonings. Which is the lady I must seize upon?
This same is she. And I do give you her.
Why then, she is mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No. No. That you shall not, till you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband?
Another hero.
Nothing certainer. One hero died, defiled, but I do live, and surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero. Hero that is dead.
Oh, she died, my lord, whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify, when after that the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely a fair hero's death. Meantime, let wonders seem familiar. And to the chapel let us presently.
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why no? No more than reason.
Why then your uncle and the prince and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do you not love me?
Troth, no more than reason.
Why then my cousin, Margaret, and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear ye did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
Well, 'tis no such matter. So you do not love me?
No. Truly. But in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn that he loves her. Or, here's a paper, written in his hand, a halting sonnet fashioned to Beatrice.
Yes.
No.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. But by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good light I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace. I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict the married man?
I'll tell thee what, Prince. A whole college of witcrackers could not flout me out of my good humor. Let's have a dance ere we are married, so that we may lighten our hearts. Play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife.